Richter Ranch, we're a small feedlot. We feed cattle 400 or 500 head of cows every single day of the year, 365 days.
We produce a little over 1 million pounds of milk a day. We use a lot of loaders on these dairy farms for a lot of different things. We've actually been milking cows in the United States for 95 years.
We've got a grain and cattle operation, keeps us busy year-round. We run around 900 to 1,000 head of bred cattle. Slaughter all of the cattle we raise. The grain operation, we're 10,000 plus acres.
There's 2 machines that run every day, this wheel loader and our feed truck. So we depend on reliability first and foremost when it comes to cattle handling facilities. I've been exceptionally pleased with the Caterpillar line that we've used in the last 6 years or so.
Pile of manure, we stack a lot of bales with our loaders. We do a little gravel work, dirt work, things you couldn't do with the front end loader.
When I first got into it, the first thing I felt was I thought it had a better lower center of gravity to do what we need to do.
Very user friendly, more of an egg-based loader. It's got speed, things are smooth, great ride.
I think that the machine's more efficient, I think it's quieter, I think it's better balanced, I think it has a higher lift radius, has a better rollout. There's just a number of things that is better than other competitive machines that I've run.
The lifting capacity is always great. This is the high lift, and that's another advantage. When we're doing a lot of stacking, I think we can even go 4 high on round bales. We never have any tip height issues.
When we were hauling manure here recently, you have a better lift capacity, or at least more efficient lift capacity, where you go from a lift up to a roll out and then back to return to dig. It's more of a feel than it is something you can really point to, but you know when things are in sync and you know when your hydraulic systems aren't.
It's quiet, extremely quiet machine compared to like the 544K. You're on the farm, you've got people walking close to you. You're not in a pit somewhere, nobody's around but other vehicles and stuff. It's other animals, everything's just quieter.
I didn't feel the transmission whine, I didn't feel the hydraulics vibration in your feet or hear it audibly either.
All your openings to your engine compartments, things are easy to get to, changing oil, I mean, you're not climbing around.
It's night and day different than they used to be. I think the reversing fans in these types of settings are the biggest and most ingenious innovation that we've seen here in the last decade. The push the diff lock is an essential component to doing the work that we need to do. Because if you happen to be in wet product, whether it be wet manure or if you're out in the dirt, you have to be able to climb yourself through these situations or else you're locked up, spinning, high-centered, and that gets to be a problem with all that weight. I found the joystick to be ergonomically correct as far as that, I'm concerned. It felt natural to have the positioning of the buttons to be where they are. I felt like the responsiveness was there. And I've been in some machines where that usually is the biggest drawback, is that a lot of things are set up right, but the responsiveness doesn't feel right. And those things are very important.
The comfort of the cab, there's no issue. You could sit in it all day, 7 days a week.
So visibility is paramount. When you have blind spots, it's difficult. We start early and we end late, and working lights are imperative, and they have gotten so much better. The lack of reflection that you have inside the cab, functionality of the cab and the visibility is, to me, is exceptional.
Price is one thing, but service is another, and the people are another. And you gotta like who you're dealing with. The local dealer gets it, service people get it. We've just got a great relationship with the local dealer and have for 21 years. We've been buying equipment from them. One of my concerns going forward with loaders and trucks and everything else is the Tier 4 emissions. It's been a challenge, but I think CAT got it figured out.
Whether it's moving corn or moving manure or moving feed every single day, it's a handy machine with great visibility. It's responsive. It's got the power when you have less than ideal conditions, and yeah, I think you'll be happy with it.
Before, I always thought CAT was construction equipment, but it's obvious the changes you're making, the loaders, and coming out and seeing people in agriculture. You're making a difference. You got a machine here that'll work for ag.